Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On the ball! On the ball! 4 down, 4 down.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton out to his left. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
6-18.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Monday down. Get set, get set.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. He cuts right sideline, and now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, 58 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! 4 down, 4 down! Check, check! He's pressed. He's checking press. Over here, yes. Check it back, check it back. 57, you got 59 over there.
Dalton gives to Bernard, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On the ball! On the ball! There you go, 368!
And now to the air, Dalton. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45, they'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one, it leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Heavy, 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 heavy. You got 4.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Lamur in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Carr going to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 24. On 1st down, Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Monday, down! You ready? White Monday, down!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You're mine. Get set. You ready?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Deuce right, Chief. Monday, down. 185. Deuce right, Chief.
On first, here's Washington. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Good set, Purdue, 6:37.
Now a play fake. Carr. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
694. Get set. 580.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And Dalton to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They pitch to Washington, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, Carr. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
There you go, 368. 368.
Second down, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Pass incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action now. Dalton rolling to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a return will stop right around the 25. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
Now Bernard. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Go on the ball! On the ball!
Again, here's Bernard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Go on the ball! On the ball!
Third and 2 for Dalton. Open man is Uzama. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
734. Down. 280. Hey. 29.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
637. Express.
Now with the play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Down. 180. 637.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Carr gives it off to Washington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
6-18.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And this is caught at the end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In for the score. And the Bengals are in for 6.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 17-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7:34.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction and got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Chris Baker breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From midfield, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They fake the handoff. Now Carr going deep here for Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. It's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
368.
Another chance for Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. This will be Dalton again. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, 93 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton rolling to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On the toss play, this is Washington. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Carr to throw on second down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Regular.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Back to throw. Adding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
368.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. Escaping the pressure. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Carr going to look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carr lost him. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.